We're here with NWMS basketball head coach Lance Randall. Coach, overall thoughts on the game?
You know, it's a game we could have had. You know, I think we came out and we found ways to score, especially in that first half early. We found some ways to score and stretch them, and I thought our ball movement was good, our screening was good, our reads and our pace were very good. We were able to attack and get a nice mix of inside and out. You know, when Jackson gets rolling like that too, it makes it a little harder to guard. But we were getting stuff at the rim, you know, regularly. We were getting layups against them, and that's one of the better defenses in the country. You know, the issue with them is you know, it's a $1 million question with the ball screens. You know, how do you guard the ball screens with the best player in the country? You just put so much pressure on you. You know, you show, he splits you. You know, you trap, he finds a guy open. You can't smother because they move into him so often. And then when you switch them, they ISO you, and you got to be able to score. And they're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. So when we double or when we stunted, they got a couple layups off that. Got some offensive rebounds out of being out of position off of that. I thought in the second half we did a better job of battling. I thought Brad and Adam did a really good job with this as a load. I mean, he adds another dimension. Have a 6'7" guy out there that shoots it and can drive you down and back you up in the post. You know, Justin Pitts is very good, and you know, Doherty's a tough to handle. But you know, Chandler and Jackson got us some easy baskets, but you know, you got to finish the game. You know, we gave up a soft offensive rebound on the free throw line, just a soft, like at a crucial time. And it's happened before, and it drives. It's losing basketball, and then we throw the ball away in just a non-pressure situation, and it's, you know. We had a couple empty possessions there. We had the travels. You know, one I thought was a tough call. I thought that Chandler got, you know, pulled down. He was bleeding. He got hipped underneath and then pulled down a little bit. But you got to get a shot. You know, you don't have to play perfect basketball to be a great team, but you can't turn it over. And quite honestly, like I hope our guys are in pain. I don't know that they are. Some of them are. I know some of them are very much. I hope they are, because it's got to matter. And it can't just be like, I don't want to hear from their family and their friends and stuff what a good effort that was and how close we played them. That's garbage. That's loser basketball. That's gym class mentality. You know, there's no moral victories. You get out, you battle your tail off, and you win. If you don't win, you lost. You lost.
Coach, on a positive note, Chandler got his 1,000.
I don't care about that. I don't care about individual stuff like that.
21 points. Can you just talk about his performance?
I thought he played really well for the most part, but you know, he's got to be tougher and smarter down the stretch. He can't just be a straight line driver. He's got to be tougher, and he gave us a lot of offense. He did get some good things, but we need more from him, especially without Dominique. You don't have Dominique out there. You know, and we're down Brennan all year, and that's a huge score. You know, Brennan's our best offensive player, period, and we haven't had him all year. So we need you guys to be good, stay on the court and be good the entire game. Not perfect, just do the little things and stay on the court and do winning things down the stretch.
Coach, Pullman had 5 assists tonight. Talk about his ability to just run the offense and how he looks out on the floor.
You know, he just gets in the lane, makes plays, and I thought our guys, you know, part of what we were trying to do was go at Pitts, you know, and we did a good job, and he was a big part of that, and Brad was a big part of that, and Jackson was a big part of that, and I think our guys did a very good job with that. You know, he just getting the. We got a little bit stagnant. He had a couple shots at the rim. They were tough shots. You know, they did a good job of covering them up. They kind of backed it up a little bit. They stayed in the gaps, but I don't know if it was fatigue, emotional fatigue, but down the stretch we just stood more than we need. You got to move them. You can't just space out and just play one-on-one. You know, so when the play broke down, it was a little too much of that. We put a lot of pressure on our guards to make a great play. You know. Brad Newman's transition basket was huge, you know, and one. That was a huge basket. Stuff in the post. You know, we got to get more stuff out of the post. You know, our post players, our best post players are our guards, and that's a problem. You know, and so we've got to have guys. Our bigs have got to get better, and they've got to be able to score down low, and they got to be able to score down low against good competition. That's the bottom line. That needs to be an option. Without, again, be just an option against NAIA teams. It's got to be an option against Division II teams.
Coach, what do you guys need to do to get a win on Saturday to, you know, build some momentum into that?
Well, we got to come out with the same emotional. Like, I don't want to hear any excuses like a letdown game. You know, Missouri. Western Missouri or Missouri Western or whoever they are, they rely on, you know, this, and they're a good team. They've been in every game. They kicked our butts in that second half down there last time. Like, if we take this game lightly, if we don't have emotional route, they'll do it again here, no question. So we got to get out and get after it. It's a last home game in front of our crowd, and we got to be battlers, and no soft excuses. No excuses told to them by friends, no excuses told by family about it's not a letdown game. We are after it, and if you're not after it, then you're not up to being a college athlete and being a competitor. Like, you play, it's a long season. There's no season as long and as grueling physically and mentally as basketball, college basketball. And if you're not up to it, then you should play intramurals. You need to be ready the next game. No excuses. Next game.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time and good luck Saturday.
Thanks, guys.